Agents Mulder and Scully, FBI.
You see, I've seen the future, and the future looks just like him. Imagine going through your whole life looking like that.
Hey, welcome everybody. We're here. We're live. There's an echo, but don't worry about it. Shieldwall, what's going on?
Hey, how's it going, everybody? Thanks for having me on. Talk about some X-Files. Yeah, these two episodes aired in 1995, so it's kind of going back. It's like going back to the future, about the same distance. So, yeah, pretty fun. Pretty fun.
The cars are a bit crappier when you
yes.
go back to the 90s versus the 50s.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes, definitely. Although, I don't know, if I had a chance to go back to 1995, I think I'd take it.
Yep.
Does that include me de-aging to the age I was in 1995?
That'd be nice, but
yeah,
I'd be willing to do it even if I stayed the same age. Yep. Because I'd be a gazillionaire, because I would invest in Amazon and Microsoft and NVIDIA, if it even existed then. And Bitcoin, I'd jump on that as soon as it came out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But the way my luck goes, they would all be crash, and then the Bitcoin's a scam. So,
yeah, you'd get Mount Goxed, you'd have billions, and then look, the exchange got hacked.
I'd get hacked to a girl Bitcoin rug pull.
Dogecoin. I'm sorry, I got Doggy Coin. That was a different thing. Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But anyway, thanks for having me on, Jacob. Excited to get into this.
Yeah, good to have you. And welcoming back Travis. What's going on, sir?
Oh, not much. Trying to recover from the Thanksgiving Day weekend. That was fun. Got snowed in here in Iowa. That was great. Excited to talk about these two episodes. I almost sent you an angry message in the on the X DMs for giving us a two-parter that we're not going to cover the following episode. These were fun. I enjoyed them. They're a bit. I really like the second one. I'm excited to get into that one. The first one is kind of like, I could see that happening. Not too much of a stretch there.
Right.
But appreciate it.
Yep. And welcome back, Goodwin.
Yeah, it's good to be back. I was the first one. I was like, oh, I know what this is.
Finger looking good.
Yeah, it was the minute they showed the grinding up the chickens, I was like, oh, yep, this is Jacob Crutchfield. The second one was why in the hell do our characters always have to be like the main characters in the entire world? That my dad actually created all the. Oh no, these are always the conceits in X-Files that annoy me a bit. Where it was my sister's brother's cousin was actually the cancer man, and why?
Yeah, one thing the sheriff says in the first one's like, oh, these hill people. What hills? There are no hills. It is flat.
Look, it said Arkansas on the title crawl. You're fine.
Right. Don't look at the background. Just don't.
Yeah.
Don't
they're just off camera. Trust me, they're there.
So we got in the chat here. We got Amelia Bedelia, howdy, and we got Racerhead.
Excellent.
So let's get this show on the road. Hang on just a second. Alrighty.
Yeah, the tallest point in Arkansas is 2,753 feet. Call it Mount Magazine.
My favorite is that they were going to send FBI agents from the Kansas City office to Arkansas. I'm not sure that somebody got out a map and actually figured out what the closest FBI office would be to them.
Yeah.
Kansas and Arkansas, 2 different things.
So of course we start off in the woods.
Yeah, I loved the 80s Oldsmobile Pontiac that they were driving, the badge engineered generic GM car.
And he's taking some kind of medicine. He's got like headaches or something, but I was like, is he having an affair with like I thought for a second at the beginning, maybe I missed it, but I thought he was like a college professor having an affair with a student or something.
Yeah, or high school, because he's like, oh,
Yeah.
you're out of school now. You don't have this thing. And I was like, this is getting creepy. And also,
Yeah, but I was like, she's a little old looking for a student, but who knows? Maybe she's in season 6 of Stranger Things.
Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's actually only 14 right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was joking with my wife. I was like, oh, he's got to take that Viagra before he gets out. You know.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Then, of
Oh
course,
no, he's just being lured out to his death.
to his death, right? He falls over a log, and then this guy pops out, and
yeah, I was at first. I was like, is she gonna like? Does he have a heart condition? He's like taking nitroglycerin pills or something, and she's gonna try and like run him to death because it's the chase me and run. And I was like, no, suddenly tribal mask.
mhm.
Yes. So here we get the rundown. They're sending us off to do grunt work. What?
Yeah, I know. It's like the privilege that Mulder and Scully seem to believe they have. They're like, what do you mean doing investigative work? We're the FBI. Oh, wait.
They
no,
never
it's in the
really
name.
like Skinner sent him, right? Is he the one that sent him on this, or is there like a
I don't even think they say who it was.
secret cabal of like FBI people that are just telling him where to go?
It's Big Chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. The competition trying to shut him down.
That's
yeah.
right. That's right. Tyson was like,
Tyson,
hey,
yeah.
you got to deal with that.
We gotta take
Janet
care of
Reno
this
called
going
him
on there.
personally.
Yeah. She's like, my stock prices are fluctuating.
That's right. You need to get down there and deal with
You need
that.
to get down there and
We
deal
don't want any human fingers in our chicken nuggets.
Yeah.
Take care of this.
Actually, if it was Tyson, they'd be like, we want you to put some human.
Yeah. Yeah. Could we
Yeah,
get some
right.
more? We're trying to up the protein count on this.
Or we want to shut these guys down. Their competition.
Yeah.
We need some flavor.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And Mulder's like, oh, they're sending us on a wild goose chase, but somebody saw foxfire. It's like,
Yeah.
I was like, foxfire, the bioluminescent thing that happens when wood rots. That thing?
Yeah.
No, it's foxfire, the fox that transforms, and he says it's like some Indian thing. It's Japanese. It's not even American.
Look, Japanese, Indian, they're all the same. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's,
Especially back in the 90s.
yeah. It's one of them foreign
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
Just a pale redskin.
I kept, because he kept saying Foxfire, and I kept thinking of Pulp Fiction with Fox Force 5. That was running through my head every time he said it.
Yeah. Or that Clint Eastwood movie where he steals the Russian jet.
Yeah, Firefox.
Firefox.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's actually a pretty good movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
If
good.
I would have thought in Russian, this probably would have been a better episode.
Actually, the premise for the episode, once you figure everything out, is kind of cool. I think kind of interesting. Maybe not executed the best, but
Yeah. I mean, the okay, through the magic of cannibalism, we will suddenly be useful. And I was like, I don't
Yes.
think anybody's ever offered that. That's not. That's
well, like the Wendigo and all that kind of stuff. But I don't think that was supposed to have like a good outcome. That's what you become if you eat human flesh.
Yeah, right.
right. But the big thing is that he learned this on a South Pacific island, right? He's in Guinea.
He was in
New
New
Guinea.
Guinea, right? Yeah.
Right.
Well, in the world where they're like actual real cannibals, that's
you
the place
get
they're at.
you get kuru, and
Yeah,
and then what that doesn't offer you is prolonged youth.
Right.
For,
Exactly. Well, I mean,
which they kind of touch on, but never mention again.
Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
she was born in like 48. It was like, wait, what? And
Yeah.
then nah, we never mentioned the
Don't
how
mention that.
it makes you immortal or young.
they really skirted that.
Yeah, it was
The other thing
like an incomplete thought.
that I learned, if you get prions, which are the things that cause that, on any kind of surgical tool, you can't really sterilize it. You have to throw it out.
Yeah.
It won't. It like
Yeah.
there's no real 100% sure way of getting it off of there. At least that's what I saw. So
And there's a fork. Your first clue.
yeah.
Well, this is when I knew that we were in trouble. The aliens had come up with plastic utensils, and we're near a chicken plant. If they steal our spork technology, we're doomed.
It's a question. When's the last time you ate with a spork?
Yesterday.
Okay.
I mean,
Anytime I order KFC.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes I just go in and get a spork and then walk out.
They
The
used to
rice
have
and beans
better-
from Popeyes.
Yeah. Yeah. They used to have better Taco Bell, then they just got regular spoons and forks. I don't know what was going on.
He's like, "Can I help y'all?"
Yeah.
He always plays like cop-like guy.
Yeah.
This actor.
They're like,
Yeah.
"Hey, what's that guy's name that has the big teeth? We need
Yeah.
him for this episode.
Yeah.
We got cannibals. We need a guy with big teeth."
Yeah.
Yeah. This is where he says, Mulder's like, well, "What about that witch thing there?" It's like, "Oh, the people in these hills. What? What? I'm sorry."
See, the hills are behind us, Jacob. We can't see
Yeah.
it. This is the camera.
Yeah, it's the camera angle.
Yeah.
It-
Yeah.
Beyond the
It's like
trees.
some kind of like superstitious thing to ward off evil or something.
yeah, witches or something.
Yeah.
Oh, they're just filming that Blair Witch Project around here. It's fine.
That movie was so overhyped.
Yeah, it was a cool, neat. I'll see it once. I never need to see this again.
I went and saw it with all my friends from work, and all we did was talk crap about
Yeah,
how we weren't
yeah.
scared and how we beat the crap out of the ghost or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the one thing about that is that it was a really clever marketing campaign, and if you saw it in the theater, the sound system was really good, so that was a bit spoopy. But
Right.
just watching it, I was like, I'm hoping these people die because I'm tired of them.
Yeah, that was the thing. They just made a bunch of boneheaded moves.
I don't think I've ever seen a red sheriff car.
Me either.
Yeah,
It-
fire
that's the
chief.
yep.
Yeah,
Fire,
yeah.
yeah.
Maybe
Maybe he's the
wearing
fire chief too.
exactly wearing
Yeah.
a bunch of hats. Although that'd have to be a pretty small town. I wouldn't say it's not impossible though.
Well, you know how them hill sheriffs are.
Yeah.
Yeah, this guy was the reverse of town bicycle. It sounds like he liked to go around town.
Yeah,
Well, he was a food inspector at the chicken plant.
Yeah,
but he was always getting some side pieces.
Yep. Yeah, he was getting those side dishes.
Mhm.
of KFC. Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you just disappeared. Mulder's like, well, if you see your husband, call us.
Yeah. Also, I loved it. She's
Last
40.
time I saw him, he was in the toilet.
Yeah, she's 40. And she's talking about he's been out running around, and I was like, he ain't putting up with your menopause stuff. He's already trying to find somebody new.
Yeah, he's looking for some other 40-year-old cannibals.
Yeah. He's like, all right,
better show it.
look, I know she's a cannibal, but she's really hot. All right, I understand. Yeah.
She shows the sign here. Where's the sign?
Yes.
Yeah, Chaco Chicken.
And they give away the entire plot in the sign.
They
Good people.
Good
but
people
they
are
don't
good
but
food.
they don't call it Chaco chicken. They call it Chaco chicken.
Yeah.
Oh, Jacob.
Yeah.
Yeah, which that should have a K in it then.
But more importantly, it says good people, good food. All right, now you know
Yes.
what this
Yeah.
story is actually about. So.
Right.
Yep. This lady's having some cannibal shakes here. Have y'all ever seen the movie Ravenous?
Yeah.
I think I saw it. That's like set in like the 1830s or something out
Mhm.
in the woods.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Robert Carlyle,
Yeah, I think I've
Yep.
seen that.
Guy Pearce, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Guy
Guy
Pearce. Yeah,
Pearce.
that's
Yep.
the one.
So this is what happens when you eat people. You get some messed up
So
stuff to your
I
body.
thought, right, when they show this part, what do they call it? Lion hypnotization or something? Where
Yeah, line hypnosis.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's where products keep going by and you have to look at them all the time, and it like makes you kind of crazy having to
Yeah.
look at it all day.
Yep. Well, the first thing
Little
I
did you
thought
know.
is it's very nice that all of these workers had their grandmothers knit doilies as hair nets.
Yeah, that's nice.
Never had a hair net that looked like that.
Yeah. Maybe it's a Canadian.
One of my great grandmas worked at a chicken factory. Is it a chicken factory or rabbit? I can't remember.
Rabbit. I wouldn't think they had rabbits were, unless it was for the fur or something that they
Oh,
were
rabbit
Yeah, I
meat
think it
was a
was chickens.
staple.
enough to have a factory to process them all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
I've never seen rabbit products anywhere, like meat, anything.
That's because we grew up in a later time.
Yeah.
So there's a reason that like one of the big promises that FDR did when he ran the first time was a chicken in every pot, because that was a luxury. And so
I do
we had
remember that. My grandmother
Yeah.
talking about having a chicken for Sunday dinner was a big deal.
Yeah, and but you got protein elsewhere, and
Yeah.
Squirrels, rabbits, things like that. But rabbits they're very easy to farm.
Oh yeah, I know that. I just
Yeah.
didn't realize that they were like on an industrial scale.
Yeah.
But you got the
Yes, I have, Amelia.
Not a good smell, but
Yeah.
a good smell.
Yeah,
No.
terrible.
We should make a candle out of it, and
Yeah.
then everybody can smell it.
Smell better than most of the stuff from Goop candles.
Yeah.
We'll just like, what's this?
Is this no, that guy's a British
That looks
actor. Never
yummy,
mind.
doesn't it?
I'm thinking of another dude that kind of looks like that guy, but older. Yeah, okay, so this is what I thought, right? He's like, oh yeah, we grind it up and then we feed it back to the chickens. And I was like, oh, this is where dude went.
Oh,
Yeah.
His body went in there.
Yeah, I was immediately.
least parts
Oh,
of
this
him.
is essentially the mad cow, BSC.
Right, exactly. That.
Mhm.
Well,
Yeah,
I don't think they tied it together, but later on when they tied in, like, oh, he's got this disease and it's hereditary, and you can't catch it like through like any other means other than eating the infected brain or whatever.
Yeah.
And then once that got mixed in there, I was like, oh, they're gonna have like a nationwide.
Yeah. Oh no.
They're gonna
Yeah.
eat it, and it's gonna be
Yeah.
like a mad cow, because that's what happened with the mad cow thing in Europe, specifically England, is they were taking the leftovers of the cow after the slaughtering process, chopping it up and making it into a feed and mixing it into a protein feed and feeding it back to the cows. Well, because the mad cow disease was in the brain of a diseased cow, it then got ate by the other cows. They all got it. You slaughter them, do the same process. It spreads. Then it goes into humans. A human can catch it, and now you've got mad cow disease, which is basically what do they call it? Kuru?
Well, kuru is when you get it from eating human brains.
Human brains, but it's the same concept.
Yeah,
it sponges your brain and puts holes in it, and you go crazy and die.
Yeah, Crutchfield Jacobs
Right.
is the human version of it.
Well, yeah, cows are vegetarian, but they mixed it in with their feed to give it protein to
Right.
beef
It's
it
the
up.
same reason we
Yeah.
give them corn.
Just
right.
because it has my name doesn't mean I started. Okay.
mhm.
But yeah. So that's how it was all spreading. So then they had to destroy the cows and do all
Looks
this
like
stuff.
Scully's using the Force here.
Yeah, it
Mhm.
shows. Or something else.
Mm.
Yeah, right there.
Karen powers activate.
Yep. But yeah, I was stationed in England in the early 90s, and because of that, when I came back, I couldn't give blood for like 10 years.
Mm.
They were like, we had to make sure you didn't, because you might have ate a burger there and got mad cow. And so, because that's when it was all going on.
Yeah, I remember they destroyed all the cattle herds in England.
Yeah. Yeah, it was apparently that was cheaper than testing for it, or maybe there wasn't a way to test it.
The only way you could test it is to do a brain biopsy.
Right. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. To open her brain. Yeah.
Yeah.
So she's like, hey, we'd like to do a autopsy of that.
They're like, oh, you got to talk to her grandfather was the owner of the place. I'm like, well, why is she working a chicken line then?
Yeah.
Was my first thought. But, I guess he wants everyone to earn their way and it's part of the family business.
Yeah. They're principled people.
Principle, yeah, stuff like that.
I can see the cookbook.
Mhm.
Baking Anything by Adam Gray.
That's right.
Yes.
Special section on long pig.
Long-
The other white meat.
right, yeah. I had I went to like a World Food Mart one time with some people when I was going to this school for the military. Anyway, we went in there and there's all kinds of weird food in there, like crickets and worms and bugs and stuff.
Mhm.
And they had smoked bacon in chocolate. And I mentioned it, and then one of the people bought it for me, kind of like as a surprise or whatever, to kind of mess with me. And because I was like, "Ooh, that doesn't sound good." Actually, it was amazing.
It's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was amazing. I was
Yeah.
like, "Wow!" I couldn't get enough of it. It was dark chocolate and with salted, like applewood smoked bacon bits in
Yep.
it.
Yep.
It was great.
Yeah.
Bugs, not so much.
Yeah. I never enjoyed eating bugs.
Yeah.
No.
I've eaten
This is
some
kind of
bugs.
weird. I have this chicken pin.
Well, not only that, he's got it packed full of them.
Yeah, I was like, this
Why
is
does
not how you run a chicken tractor. This
Right.
is
No.
a misunderstanding.
Yeah,
It doesn't
that's
even look like it moves.
exactly. Also, that looks like literally what they have in the chicken pen at the factory. You know what I mean? Where they're raising them, where they just got them all
Right,
packed in
right.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And obviously, those are all
Roaster chickens.
roaster chickens because of their they're specifically bred and whatever.
Yeah.
Also
Cornish
read,
cross rocks.
Something like the amount of meat on a chicken has gone up something like 70% from like 1955.
Yeah, because in the early 50s, they ran a competition for who could grow the biggest chicken. And then they took that chicken and bred it to breed bigger chickens. Like, that was
It's the Cornish cross rock. It's,
Yeah.
They grow so fast that they can actually break their own legs
Yep.
from their
Yeah.
weight. Yeah,
Right.
you have a
This
pretty
guy's
high
like,
loss from them.
Feeding these chickens calms me. Yeah. Right.
Yeah, they bred the big breasted chickens.
Yeah,
So they
seven
get-
weeks from hatch to harvest on those cross
Yeah.
rocks, and yeah, they're heavy. But they also, you'll lose like 20-30% of them because they'll just have heart attacks and die or break
Yeah.
their legs. Or
Right.
And those get ground up and fed to the other chickens.
That's right.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Well, I mean, with chickens, you don't have to. They'll go ahead and just
Oh,
destroy
yeah.
whatever's
Just
in there.
leave it
Yeah.
in there.
Yeah.
They'll take
Yeah.
care of it.
They're little velociraptors.
I do like a Cornish hen.
Mm.
A couple of those in the oven. Pretty good.
This
Put a
guy
couple
was
slices
sus
of
because he
bacon
was talking about how like chickens are more useful than some people.
Right.
And the way he's like, I
Yeah.
was just like, oh, that's kind of creepy.
Like
Where's
we
this going?
get meat from them. You get eggs. We stuff our pillows with their feathers. I
I
guess
mean, it's true. I know some
has
people I wouldn't
control.
have stuffed into my pillow. Absolutely not.
Yeah. And then he was like, I came back from the war. There was nothing here. And I built this whole town up with the business and whatever. So I was thinking, oh, you know, this is like, I just had it in my head. The,
Hmm.
the Jake Gyllenhaal just did a remake of it. Roadhouse. This is like Roadhouse, where the guy's like, when I came back from the war, nothing was here. And I built this town up. Now he's
Yeah, and
trying
then
to
he
like,
gets into his
yeah,
convertible Mustang and goes
yep,
driving all
drives
over the
down the
street.
road.
Yeah,
Right,
yep,
exactly. Yeah,
weaving back and forth.
yep. Except that guy wasn't cool like this dude born in 1902 and all old and stuff.
Yep.
He only did the Korean War.
This is
Yeah, that was the thing. Is that
counterfeit Gene Hackman here.
yeah, the Gene Hackman we have at home. The he goes, yeah, when I came back from the war, and nobody goes, which war? Because that might have
Vietnam.
raised some eyebrows. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I assumed that he meant World War II when he said that. I don't know why I just did. Just because he kind of looked old enough, like, especially in 95, there were still,
Yeah, I mean, he'd
Yeah.
have been like 70.
people from, if he'd have been younger when he was in the war, he could be in his 60s still.
Yeah.
But
But no, he's an old ass man in
yeah,
World
and
War
when you,
II.
right, and when you see pictures of him,
Like, what?
then it's like, wow, he looked like he was 40 back then. So,
Yeah, that was funny. It's like,
yeah.
oh, they could have just gotten just random pictures of young guys in the war. It would have made
Nope.
more sense. Nope, this guy's forever been old. That's
I don't know.
teenage people.
I've known people like that they were like 23 and looked like they were 50.
Yep.
I knew a kid in 5th grade that was balding.
Wow, that's tough.
Yeah, it was tough.
But yeah, I've known a couple of people. I also
Yeah.
knew people that they were like 40 and they looked like they were 20.
Yeah.
Maybe they were eating humans. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Now we have people that are 50 and look like they're made of plastic because they went to too many surgeries. See, what you got here is some of that prion.
Right. This is when she discovers that they look into the medical records of the of the first guy that disappeared.
Yeah, that he was having the same symptoms. And all
Right.
that.
So they do the autopsy, he approves it, and then they can see like the mad cow disease brain, chicken
Yeah,
brain.
mad people
whatever it is.
disease.
Yep.
Yep, spongiform encephalitis.
Yeah.
Just eats holes in your brain.
So
Well-
don't eat your house guests. That's not
Yeah.
nice.
Well, don't eat their brains.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yep.
Every time I think about that, I think of the reporter that was with the cannibal tribe and ate brains while he was there.
Yep.
I can't remember who that was. It's CNN guy.
Hmm.
Didn't he wind up catching the disease or whatever?
I don't know, but he has been really crazy ever since. So
Well, he may have been crazy before that because he ate human brains.
Yes. And he worked for CNN.
And he worked for CNN, so that's
Yeah.
2 strikes against you, son.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, that's called CNN brain disease.
I remember when CNN used to be reputable.
Yeah, it was in the '60s, I think it was. There was a tribe that had an outbreak of kuru, and I mean it was just wiping people out. And they would, have like serious tremors and
Mhm.
as their brain degraded.
Ugh.
So this is where they figure out that she was, according to the record, she was born in 1948. But they were like, well, we need to see her. Must be a mistake. We need to see her birth certificate and all that kind of stuff. And he's like, all right, I'll go over and get it later from the town hall or whatever.
Wait, so she was born in 48 and her grandfather still had her working the chicken line?
Well, also
Yeah,
the fact
that doesn't make any
she's
sense.
just out of school allegedly, according to the guy she was trying to seduce. He was like, well, you're not in school anymore. You don't have to do this. Like, I would
I think
hope
he was
so. She's
using that as like
47.
a metaphor for like we're not at work and around other people.
Yeah.
Kind of weirdo and creepy.
Yeah.
But
yeah, it was like,
yeah.
sir, you need to step out of the car. I need to check your browser history.
Also, yeah, I don't know. Oh, and then this guy is driving all crazy. Oh,
Yep.
it's because he's got the
He's got the prion.
he's got the prions. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, don't drive if you're suffering from prions or priapism.
Yeah, if I saw that water, I would not be going into it.
Yeah, I'd be like, oh, R.I.P. chickens. Nope.
And that's kind of a nice truck to mess up.
Yeah. It looked like they for real drove it into the water.
Yeah. Good stunt. That landing hurts.
Yep.
Yeah, stopping suddenly tends to hurt.
Yeah.
And then they see all this like weird runoff in the river.
Yeah. Well, I guess Grandma's gelatin didn't set. She just threw it out.
Yeah, right.
Like, where's this come from? And the sheriff tells him, oh, it's runoff from the plant. And now I think this is where Mulder's thinking about like maybe they were grinding people up in that meat grinder thing. And he's like, did you drag the river? And he's like, no. It's like, it's because it's all nasty and stuff. And he's like, well, would you? And he's like, I don't know. It's kind of, he's like, I don't know. It's kind of nasty. He's like, well, we'll get people to do it. And he's like, no, I'll do it.
I'll do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a weird reaction.
The other thing is why when they find all these bones, he doesn't like get his people to hide it. It wasn't like, well, I don't know if.
Yeah, that was the setup. Is I'll bring my people, and it was like, we need to keep our secrets, and so
right.
I don't know. I dredged it.
Then
I couldn't find nothing, but no, here's all the bones. What's up?
Right.
Then he walks right up to Mulder and was like, here they are. When they could, it's like, we didn't find nothing.
Nope.
So I thought maybe he had like after that, then I'm thinking, okay, he's got a different plan or something, but.
No, he didn't have a plan.
Yeah. Because he actually goes and gets them. Like, he wasn't standing right there when it happened.
Well, he just wanted to know what FBI agents tasted like.
Yeah. No, lean a little further towards that trick.
So they find all these human bones, like a big bag, I don't know if they were in that net thrown in there or that's what they dragged up, but.
Yeah, they're acting like this is a dredging net. Yeah.
I would think something like this would take a while.
Yeah.
Weeks, months, maybe. Because you got to do DNA testing and.
Look, you're not a 30-year-old MD who also teaches at the FBI.
You're right. I'm not.
Yeah.
Right. It has a different degree. And
and will definitely not get kidnapped.
Yeah. Right. You're underestimating
or lose their gun.
Yeah.
I'm just jealous she can sit Indian style.
I could sit that way. Getting up afterwards is a little more interesting.
Yeah.
Right.
But they do find the guy that was just recently killed.
Yeah.
Right, because he had a broken leg, and apparently they put like a brace. They took off like a car. On his leg.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Bob here broke his leg. Get me the 1/4-inch steel. We're going to go ahead and put him together.
Exactly.
Give me some Allen heads, socket screws.
We beat this leaf spring flat.
Yeah.
We're gonna put it on his bone.
Yeah. One leg is always bouncing up whenever he takes a
Yeah.
step.
Now he has a spring in his step.
Yeah.
I don't know why it took me so long to get that. So I got all these bones. What'd they say? It's like 87 people's worth or something?
Yeah, something like
Yeah.
that.
Something like that? Yeah.
And they're
It's a
still
buffet.
pulling more bones out.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're trying to hide that you've got a little cannibal group, I mean, you're just going to throw the bones in the
Yeah, they
river.
wasted them,
I
but they
mean,
couldn't make a bone broth out of them? Or,
Oh, they did.
Right.
They
Burn
did because it
them.
mentions that's the. And again, this was the wait. What? Because he says
Oh,
that
the ends were polished.
the ends are
Yeah.
polished like they've been boiled, and I was like, that's not what bone does when you boil it. It actually gets
Yeah.
really spongy.
I mean, all they'd have to do is burn it, especially after boiling it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean they could have ground it up and made chicken pea.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Or bone meal.
Yeah, because you like for egg layers, a lot of times, especially if you're not free-ranging your chickens, oyster shells will be fed to them to give them the calcium to get good shells. So just grind up them thigh bones. Yeah,
It's like, did they find him? Yeah, they found him.
Here's your husband's thigh bone.
yeah.
Is this your husband's thigh bone? Oh.
I mean, the good news is you'll need a much shorter casket. It'll probably save you a lot of money.
Yeah. These guys are like, they're talking about the head guy, and I'm like, why ain't he doing anything? He's not doing anything. It's like, I'll make him do something. By the way, this guy looks like a Breaking Bad guy.
Mm.
A little bit.
There's an older British actor that kind of looks like him. Trying to think what he was in. Like some murder mystery movies or something.
Basil Rathbone.
Oh, not that old.
I love this. She comes in with a big bucket of chicken. Like, it's dinner.
I thought she was gonna like check it to see if the chicken
test it or
had
something.
prions in it or something. But nope. She
That's
just
dinner.
was like, yeah, we know that there's that this chicken might possibly be contaminated with human, people or whatever. But I'm just gonna eat this chicken anyway. Yum.
Yeah, and Mulder starts talking about cannibals, and she's like, nope, I'm not going to eat that chicken now. I wouldn't have eaten that chicken before.
Yeah,
Not
there's
after
nothing
seeing
like
that thing they grind up all the dead chickens in.
I know.
well, there's nothing like going through a slaughtering plant to go.
Yeah.
You know what? I think I'll have the salad today. Tomorrow I'll eat meat.
I can look at a steak, raw steak, and say that's going to be good. I don't think that when I look at a chicken carcass.
Really? Like before it's cooked?
Yeah, I don't know.
I do. As long as it doesn't look like the head on it or anything or feathers.
Yeah, I had a great aunt that when you went to visit her, the yard birds would be running around, and then when you came out afterwards, there were less birds because we had fried chicken that evening.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I got good at going, you know what? They look pretty good on the hoof. Let's go ahead and get that one.
Yep, same.
I mean, I know a chicken's going to be good, but I don't know. I get a different feeling when I see red meat.
Yeah. I mean, the one thing is like if you get like a proper bird that's ran around and ate bugs and all that stuff.
Yeah.
The fat is like a dark yellow and all that. You just look at it and go, okay, that has flavor, unlike that pale, flabby white thing that you buy at the store.
Yep.
Wait, someone's
Big
saying that
bucket of chicken.
David Duchovny has his own YouTube channel.
Really?
Oh, that'd be interesting to check out.
He seems to be getting old man voice. Well, that happens to all of us when we get older.
He always had kind of a weak voice.
Yeah.
If you just listen to him talk, it's always kind of he's in perma puberty, or it breaks occasionally, and so yeah, I can see where him hitting like 60-year-old.
Well, I mean, he was a hand model for a while.
And a porn addict.
Scully's like, Mulder, you always have to run my dinner. Why?
I don't even think that bucket has any chicken in it at all.
Yeah, it does.
It does, yeah.
Yeah, there's a couple of scenes you can see it.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She got ripped off because used to be when you got a bucket of chicken, that thing was filled to the brim.
I mean, just
they had to
being
work
in
to
this
get the
town
lid on it.
thinking, okay, we got chicken and we got dead bodies. I'm probably not going to eat any meat in this town.
I don't know. Between the two, I'll go for the chicken.
Can I have a salad, please?
Yeah. How about some fried okra?
Oh, fried okra.
Oh, yeah.
So he has this nice
ornate
trophy box, and he has this cheap, like $2 lock on it.
Yeah,
with a clasp. It looks like what it should have had a key with like a nice built-in lock on it.
Yeah.
Like all the rest of the house looks really nice, the woodwork and everything, and he's got that on there.
Well, you have a stronger stomach than we do, then. Because, yeah.
I mean, I used to eat while doing cadaver dissections when I took human body in college.
Yeah.
The biggest thing is the smell of formaldehyde will get to you, but eventually you go nose blind.
Every scene in a autopsy place, there's somebody eating a sandwich.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think that's sanitary. Like, you know what I mean? You could be getting all kinds of.
But Albert Finney did it. So
blood, mist particles and disease, or you don't know what happened to that person.
No, you're first of all, you're dissecting a cadaver. So what you're going to get is
I'm talking about like a legitimate like autopsy, like on a dead person that you pulled off the street.
Well, if it's spurting blood, then you may not. You probably shouldn't be doing an autopsy on it because it's still pumping a heart.
Yeah.
I always love the scene in Fletch where they're doing the autopsy and Fletch blows up the bag and pops it, and the guy drops. I love the hi. I have my ornate trophy case, and if you break it open, I have the skins of my victims' heads in there. What are we doing? I mean, you have a better setup for your shrunken head collection than that,
right? Well, I think the heads are important to the magic working to make them young.
Yeah, it's a good thing they glossed over all of that so that there was no explanation other than, oh look, the baby's first shrunken head kit here. I love the fact that Chaco is, we take care of our people and all this stuff, but his people are like, nah, we got to eat you too. No.
Yeah.
Now,
like
you know
how
what
he was-
happens when you walk away from this? You get eaten.
No. It's like the Harpoots from Rings of Power. No one is left
You get
behind.
oh, you're injured leg. We're gonna have to eat you.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. Bob, is that a hangnail? Because I'm kind of hungry. And
And you look finger looking good.
yeah, I'm fine. This guy looks like the older guy, Chaco. He looks like someone who's an actor, but I looked it up and I was like, nope, it's not him. But they're definitely kissing cousins. But the actor that I was thinking of, the movie would have been like maybe 10 years later, and he looks a bit older, but they've got like the same mustache and hair and all that. It's like generic old guy.
Yeah. In some place there was a small gene pool.
Yeah. Probably in Germany.
Probably. It's like I'm gonna take care of it. And he's like, I'm hungry. I'm gonna go find somebody to eat.
Yeah. Yeah, imagine like you wake up, your knees hurting a bit. It's like, ooh, I'm getting old. Guess I better eat my neighbor today.
Yeah. Hey, Bob, how you doing?
Yeah. How's that knee? I don't know. It's kind of gipping me. You stay away from me. You stay the hell away from me.
You got a strange look in your eye. Get away from me.
Yeah.
So this lady calls Scully. It's like, I'm scared. I'm scared I'm gonna be eaten.
Nobody noticed the giant head shadow on the door.
Yeah.
Also, why are the lights out? Turn the lights on. What is electric?
They got knocked out. Somebody turned them off.
Oh, did they?
Like, hey, is that a?
Because they always do that. They wander around in a place with flashlights flashing everywhere. It's like, just turn the light on.
And the axe they get looks like a axe from tournament, like the modern day knight tournament.
Oh yeah. Medieval times or something.
Like, I'm hungry. Somebody's ringing the dinner bell.
It's actually a pretty good show. I went to the one in Dallas. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're fun.
What was really interesting was seeing like kind of thuggish people in there enjoying themselves, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. The best part is how quickly people become tribal when it's like, okay, you're the red knight. You cheer for him, and people like get into this like it's a sporting event. I was like, you understand this is scripted, right?
Yeah. Also, I went to the one they have under the Excalibur Casino in Vegas. I've been there like 4 times.
Oh,
nice.
And it's pretty good because they have the bad guy is like a dragon dude, and he has like a headpiece that actually blows like dragon fire. So it's pretty cool.
No, former
That's
member
awesome.
of Rammstein.
Yeah. Yeah. The food was really good at both places, though.
Oh yeah, the roast chicken.
Yep. Well, I want to say the one in Vegas also had spare ribs with it. It came with like a beef spare
Oh
rib.
Yeah.
Yeah. The one in Dallas has that has spare ribs.
Does it?
Occasionally.
Maybe it was that one. And then you get tomato soup. They call it dragon blood soup. It's kind of cool. All the kids love that.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
Mulder
see?
goes to his house, and
He's
he's
got all
not
this
there.
kind of creepy stuff.
Mm,
Yeah. Oh, here we go. This is
there
where.
he is.
Yeah.
Looking a little chunky there.
Yep. Also, his mustache is way out of regulation.
Yeah.
Yep.
But he got shot down. He was a passenger on a cargo plane. He was a pilot, but he was being transferred somewhere. And he got
Right.
shot down, and he was the only survivor. And he had to. He lived with the tribe for 6 months. I mean, they really passed on a lot of secret knowledge in only 6 months. But
Yeah.
he did have that mustache, I guess.
And
Yeah.
and they ate the other members of the crew that didn't survive.
Well, they didn't have mustache like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Can't let them go to waste. I mean,
Yeah,
The mustache was the sign of their god.
that's right.
Right.
Later, he conquered the Aztecs.
So he's like, oh, he's not here. And this, I'm saying, this lady must move really fast.
Yeah, she disappears.
That's wow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's
She's-
that eating people thing, it made her faster.
Yeah, she's
Well-
the real magic.
The other thing is that Mulder's like, oh, laws and rules and stuff. I'll just bust in here without a warrant.
Yeah,
So
the courts definitely won't hit me
Yeah.
with the fruit of a poison tree for this
Right,
illegal search.
Exactly.
And there's
Yeah.
that.
I mean, you must not keep all the heads there because there'd be 87 heads in there. But
Unless they're shrunken.
Yeah, they shrink.
yeah,
And that lady is just gone. There wasn't any shuffling or any loud noise. She's just gone.
Yep. She just looked. She was like, "This is some white people shit, and I ain't getting involved."
I'm out of here.
she
Yeah.
did an Action Jackson.
Yeah.
She's like, I knew there were some weird things going on.
Mhm.
I'm out. I'm done.
Yep. Y'all just solve this amongst yourselves. I know who they're going to try and lay the blame on, so I'm getting the hell out of here. Yeah, Amelia, shrunken heads, they actually remove the skin and then they stuff it with like sand, and
Yep.
then the skin shrinks up.
Yep.
It's like,
Oh, look.
Oh,
Somebody's
She gets
getting
injured.
kidnapped.
She gets injured in the same
Kidnapped.
spot in the next episode.
Yeah, she's
it's a
got a
wonder she
target.
didn't have brain damage after all these.
I think she does, given some of
Kidnappings.
her behaviors in this.
I would agree. Yeah.
And they're ladling it up. Oh, yeah. Man, these people that butcher chickens can really butcher a human in really short period of time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they don't like to hang their meat. They like to eat it immediately.
Yep.
Yep.
You don't need to bleed that out. It's fine.
Nah,
Karen stew.
Yeah.
and that's how everybody got Karen disease.
Oh, no. The whole town demanding to see the manager.
And he's like,
Like a-
"Well, what are y'all doing?" And
I
this guy
thought y'all
just
to eat
wipes his
people.
mouth like, "Ew."
Yeah, you got a little Nancy there stuck between your teeth.
We might eat people, but we don't eat our people.
Yeah.
No. We only eat outsiders. Come on now.
You've crossed the line.
There's cannibalism, and then there's cannibalism, and you, sir, are definitely in the latter.
It's like, we're gonna eat you too.
Wait,
We got a lot of eating tonight.
Yeah.
We got a cannibals night's work and a short time to do it.
That's right.
So apparently, shrunken heads don't come from that area of the world. They come from Amazon,
Mhm.
Yeah.
rainforest of Ecuador and Peru.
Yep.
And you're right; they like peel the skin off the the face and everything off the skull, throw the skull away. Then they boil it and then add like hot sand and hot rocks and keep changing them out till the head shrinks.
Mm-hmm.
And they sew everything up and
Yep. There's your shrunken head.
yep.
And Mulder must have eaten some people because he's really fast too. Gets there right in the nick of time.
Yeah. Well, he used the power of the Taurus. Ford
Yeah,
Taurus.
the Four Tours.
Yeah.
And they got her head in this weird contraption thing to hold her still, I guess.
Yeah, and I'm just like, bitch, back up. All you have to do is back up. It's not like around a constriction point on your head, and you're clearly, it's not like holding your hair down enough that it's actually clamped down.
I don't know. I mean, it had a pin that went in it to hold the clapper part down.
It did. The problem is it doesn't actually touch her head. Because the first time I was like, oh, what they're doing is like putting it like around the neck or something like that to hold them in. No, hers is like around the temple, and I'm like, what are you doing? Just back up.
That's right.
Unless,
Where are the aliens?
Yeah. I looked it up on Grok. That's how I figured it out. So, yeah.
He's more concerned about how I knew about it, and that he was double checking to see what that was.
No, I was just interested, like, you know, what Grok had to say, like, how do you make one, and explained it pretty well.
Yep.
Sounds like a future project.
Yeah.
Or a past project if.
There goes the foxfire off into the night.
Yeah, it's like from the 13th Warrior, the fireworm. It's just a bunch of people with torches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just love the fact it's like, okay, all you cannibals, you go home now, disperse. It's fine.
Well, yeah, they're shutting the plant down because, you know, mad chicken disease.
All you got to do is test their DNA. Do they have human in their DNA?
Yeah.
Yes, they do. How do they know that? I don't know. I think they have to take like a muscle biopsy or something.
Brain.
Brain?
Yeah, that's what you have to do to check for BSC or.
This guy's like, huh, tear. Wonder what that's doing in there. I'll just put that in my pocket for later.
Yeah. Dental floss.
Kinda
Yeah.
like,
By the way,
they never found his body.
Did you notice the name tag on this worker?
No.
It's C. Little.
C. Little.
Chicken Little is working here at the chicken plant.
That's funny. And there it is. There it is.
That was
what
an
happens
episode.
when you go cannibal. So yeah,
That's a that despite some of the issues with like how they get there, I enjoyed it. It was fun.
The whole concept of, you know, the guy was from World War II and then he brought back the secret to, you know, not eternal use, but prolonged life, but you got to eat people to do it. And, you know, and then they're eating people, but it also has a chicken plant. So, you know, people eat chickens. How different is it really? They're just both kinds of meat. Maybe, you know what I mean? Make you think like that or whatever. So it's kind of interesting.
It's like that scene from True Lies. How many people have you eaten? A bunch, 80, but they were all bad.
Yeah.
And I like that they don't fully explain like how the whole youthful thing happens. It just leaves us to fill in the blanks because I doubt they would be able to find some sort of satisfactory way to explain it.
That's also one of the flaws with it. It's like, okay, we got cool idea. How are you going to resolve or address that? We're just going to ignore it.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. What? All right.
You see that a lot, and I don't know if maybe like sometimes they'll put a thread in like a plot thread in a movie, and then it won't go anywhere.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes that's because maybe it got cut for time or edited out
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
or rewritten, but they already shot that part and it was like, too expensive to redo or whatever. But it happens. It seems like it happens a lot nowadays, especially. They'll mention something and then it'll just never come up again. And it's usually sometimes it'll be a major plot point. Like you're like, wait a second,
Yeah. Did you guys forget it? Because I didn't. I saw the
Exactly.
movie and
Right.
yeah.
And I was like, this never got explained or even talked about again.
Yeah, I think there's like X-Files, when you watch some of the episodes, especially after like season 1, you start to notice the pattern where they realize the kind of social storm that's blew up around it, and everybody's talking about it and all that, and it's geared towards the conspiracy minded anyway. So there are clearly episodes where they're writing it going, how about you do all the work as audience and just headcanon whatever you need it to be. We're just gonna do some spoopy stuff and suggest some things, resolve nothing, and you'll headcanon your own answer anyway. And I'm like, I mean, it makes sense, but it's also pretty damn lazy. It was like, they're paying you to write this. I'm not doing your work for you.
Sorry, I'm putting a poll up. Just give me a sec. But it is better than stuff we have today. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was well, I mean, Lost was another example of a, kind of copying and pasting some of the sins of later X-Files seasons, where it's like, okay, I promise this mystery box is gonna be, oh look, we opened the box, it was another mystery box. Oh my goodness. And then you got to go on this fetch quest and you'll find the other, and there's at the end, it was like, we have no good way to resolve this. Sorry.
even Rio,
Yeah, but I mean, it's a J.J. Abrams was really good at, like, he came up with like the M. Night Shyamalan hack for movie. The problem is that it expires after like 2 or 3 movies because people realize what's going on. But with TV series, it was, how can I keep the entrance? The interest of the audience. Oh my gosh, this is a big spooky thing, and the end of this season. Oh, we're going to hint this and reveal. Oh my gosh, it's another one. That works for a while, but at some point you have to put an ending on that thing, and he's terrible at it because all he knows how to do is just kind of jerk the attention for a good long time.
Yeah.
But it's successful as a TV show. Thing is, you can't repeat it too many times because people catch on and go, nah, I'm out.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't do a poll. I did a Q&A. What is that? Shoot. Hang on a second. I messed that up.
Love it. It hasn't been disproven either. So
Yeah. His TED talk on how he builds his stories is so revealing.
Yeah.
He's such a hack.
Yeah. Again, I mean, it literally is a hack of the how do I get attention and maintain it? Okay, that's great, but you have to pay off at some point. No, I don't. Oh, guess what? That check's going to start bouncing.
Exactly. When you have your mystery box that never ends, and then when you get to the end of it, then you're like, I don't know what to do. We'll just have the dragon burn the throne to the ground and melt it.
Yeah, that works.
That works.
Yeah. While we're all in purgatory. Oh, okay,
right.
Thanks.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, wait, what? So.
Yeah, I mean, a good writer has an understanding of the ending they want, and then they know that they have to work and earn the right to get that ending. If you're doing a character study, then you start with, I'm going to define the characters and then throw them in situations and kind of work it out. But if you're writing a story, that ending better be something and that's why George R. Martin can never finish his series, because he wrote himself into so many corners. It's impossible to actually satisfactorily conclude.
And then Jacob puts a poll: eat people or age gracefully, yes or no? So which is it? I say no, then that means I'm not going to eat people, and I am going to age gracefully, or
Yes.
okay,
Well, I'll take either one. So yes works.
yeah,
If it was eat people and age gracefully, well,
yes.
so we know.
What is auto autophagy? Is better for you than I don't know if I even want to know what that is.
It's eating yourself.
See,
Oh,
by me not putting that question in properly, that's how you get bad writing, people.
Yeah.
exactly. People were confused, and then they're like, "Wait,
Jacob wanted a poll, but he just wasn't willing to put in the
Yeah.
work to earn the poll.
right?
Exactly.
Did you leave a Starbucks cup out on the table?" Didn't those two guys have like some kind of big deal to do Star Wars or something?
Yeah.
And that's why they got all like sidetracked, and they were like, "Ah, let's just rush and finish this."
Well, that and the fact that they had no idea what the hell to write because George wasn't giving them anything, and they're not
Right.
talented.
Yeah.
Well, he gave them a general outline, but he told them to fill in the blanks, to like how to get there. So
Make sure you forget the Iron Fleet.
Yeah, don't
Yeah,
worry
yeah.
about
I
that.
would have been like, let's just do a bunch of big battles every
They
episode.
did in the dark,
Yeah. Well,
run by idiots. Let's put our artillery at the front of the
yeah, at the
line.
front of the line and use our cavalry to like actually like do something smart. You could have really drug that out over a couple of episodes and made it really
Yep.
cool.
Well, again, do something smart was outside of their capabilities.
So this right here, right? What this reminds me of is driving through Arizona. When you go from New Mexico to Arizona, there's like Window Rock is there and all that. Below the cliffs there, built into the cliffs is like a house, and it's also a like tourist stop kind of thing from like the 40s and 50s. It's still open, you can go there. But it kind of looks like this.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah,
these buildings look like they might have been like on an old army base or something, like barracks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or base housing or something. But it's also supposed to be a Navajo reservation.
Yeah.
Having been on the reservations, especially and also the Navajo reservations in New Mexico, they don't look like that. No, those houses are far too well kept.
I've been to the Acoma Pueblo, and they got really nice houses there because of their casino. They like the whole tribe. The houses are like brand new, spectacular looking.
So there's earthquake. What's that about? That's never explained either. What's with the earthquake?
Well, because earthquakes can happen, in like Missouri gets them every once in a while.
Yeah, but it doesn't have anything to do with the rest of the story. It's just
Oh well, it's the reason that the train car that's buried is revealed, right?
okay.
And
Got
then
it.
that's when the old guy here says, "Yeah, the Earth is giving up its secret. The Great Serpent or whatever is causing the Earth to give up its secrets."
Yeah. He tells them, don't mess with the servant today. So the kid, of course, immediately does that.
Yeah. Don't mess with the serpent today. Is that a euphemism?
Yeah. Stop touching yourself, Bobby.
That boy ain't right.
Yeah. We had to get you glasses last week, and we don't need that prescription changing.
Yeah, the Earth has a secret it needs to tell.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Shieldwall, tell the story behind this.
Oh, so this right here is so the dirt in the front is from a quarry in Vancouver, but where the edge of the road is, that's actually a picture taken in New Mexico near Farmington, and they just superimpose it on there. And then when we got to advance it so we can see the quarry that he's in, or like the next frame, I think shows the area. If you go forward a little bit. Okay, this is part of the rock quarry. So what they did,
Sorry, get a better shot of this.
yeah, there should be an exterior shot where it's like a bunch of Anyway, so what they did with the rock quarry is they took 16. This is in Vancouver. It's supposed to be New Mexico. They took 1,600 gallons of red paint and just painted everything.
Yeah. And the hilarious thing is, having spent time in New Mexico, I don't remember a lot of red dirt. That's more of an Oklahoma thing.
It has some up in like Sedona in Arizona has a lot of red like this. This is
Right.
where I actually thought they filmed it at. Because I only looked at it briefly, but parts of New Mexico kind of looks like this, and Sedona, Arizona has this kind of red kind of dirt everywhere.
Yeah,
That's just
the
light roast
Farmington
chocolate.
area is mostly brown and shades of brown.
It is.
Tan,
It is.
Tan,
Yep.
tan.
Tan, and then they got Shiprock up there.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
Fort
And
Myers.
then they used light roast coffee for the
Yeah.
dust.
Yeah, that is
Kinda what it. Actually, it's Nesquik chocolate milk powder. They spilled everywhere.
I thought it was Folger's
That's
crystals.
Yeah.
Odd, Bobby usually doesn't dig up a train car.
Yeah, at home. Yeah.
At home.
Why does it smell so
you,
good right
you gotta really go back to get to get that one.
Or watch Airplane.
Yeah, exactly. I actually remember those commercials.
So do I.
Yeah.
So he's like, he goes back, he's like, you want to come see something? And I found something.
Now, here's the thing. Why would you take this out of there and drag it all the way back? Like,
Right.
that could have diseases on it. Who knows what it is? It looks weird. Probably smells. Like, why wouldn't you just get somebody and be like, hey, look what I found? And take them out there instead of taking this all the way back.
He's like, instead of speaking English, he speaks Navajo.
Yeah.
And they conveniently turn off the subtitles.
Yeah. He said to take it back.
Yeah, and I was like, wasn't he talking to that kid in Navajo earlier, and the kid understood exactly what he said?
Yeah.
Well, that was when we had the subtitles on, and the kid could read the subtitles.
And they show it, and it's like, oh, look, it's obviously a gray alien.
Uh-huh.
Or one of the Asgard from Stargate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What happened to Thor? Oh, no.
Yeah.
I want
gonna
to see
go-
one of the other kids with a stick poking it.
Yeah, come on, do something. Yeah. Or I always love the ET where they're like, what could it be? It could probably a deformed kid. And now I'm looking at this thing.
Yeah.
Wasn't it a deformed kid in E ET?
I mean, that's pretty deformed, and that expando neck. That's a you might want to get that looked at by a doctor.
Oh, you mean like that? I thought it was a puppet.
No, because I thought there was an actual kid that didn't have legs inside the puppet, like to wiggle it.
Oh, it's like yeah, I love the casting call for that. Did your mom use thalidomide? Then come on in. We're,
Yeah, next it'll be, did your mom take aspirin? Oh.
Yeah.
This guy is like, looks like a hacker, didn't he?
Yeah, he's Hacker Man doing hacker things.
He doesn't know how to cuss either. He just randomly says, bitch.
Oh, that was the other thing. I was surprised that they let that slide on 1995 TV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's the spots.
Well, I guess he couldn't say son of a bitch.
Yeah.
He just said bitch.
Yeah. His autism
It's a female
includes,
dog.
female dogs. That's why it was a love best in show when the gal was going to create a magazine called American Bitch.
A great movie.
I love this part, how they show how serious this is, but they go through several different people, different languages.
The Michael Jackson documents.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Michael Jackson documents. Oh, no. Someone got the Michael Jackson
They
document.
got it to Michael Jackson.
So you were right. Most of the ET thing was like an animatronic puppet, but there were two scenes where they had with dwarfism in it.
The trick or treating one when he's walking.
The trick or treating one is the kid with no legs.
Right.
11-year-old little kid. They put him in there, and he was able to move around. But there's one where he's walking in a cornfield at night, and both are distant, dark shots where he's waddling around in the cornfield. So
I was like, it's Gorbachev. What?
Yeah. Then he just realized it was a comb over instead of a giant birthmark. Yeah. And then it was, it's Helmut Kohl.
Yeah, the Michael Jackson file. Yeah, I know. It's like, wait.
He's like, yes, it's been taken care of.
Yeah. Yep.
He has the power to expose us. We must frame him.
Exactly. Turns out he never touched kids.
Yeah. Actually, Michael Jackson is threatening to release another album. Oh, God, no.
And he's like, oh, that's a phone call that never wanted to happen.
Yeah. Again, this man, how does he, because he's clearly talking to people, but can you imagine what a pain in the ass it is to deal with him? It's like, okay, we're going to have a meeting. You're going to have to turn off the light in that area so he can sit in the dark because he refuses to be in light.
Talk to a table of empty.
He could just be talking to himself, yeah. Or he had everybody else put on the cone of silence.
He's going to start feeling like Gandalf. Or talking to a green screen. Have y'all seen that video clip?
Yeah, or he breaks down
that
the
is
Hobbit.
Like the saddest thing I've seen. It's like sitting there bawling with a green screen behind him.
Somebody should really take advantage of that and put him in like Disneyland or something like that. Yeah. You know, key him out.
They didn't let him. His parents didn't let him buy the toy. So they SWAT goes to this guy's house. He's gone, of course, and we get a cameo. It's pretty much a cameo of the lone gunman in this episode.
When does their series kick off?
You're talking about these guys?
Yeah,
it only ran for like a season, right? If that.
Yeah.
Did it even get a full season?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I think it was like a 13 episode.
What? Amelia's saying she never watched E.T. I kind of never saw the whole thing either. I've only seen it.
Yeah, I've never seen E.T.
And then,
what?
Nope. And
What in the hell is going on here?
I've never seen Never-Ending Story.
Get the hell out of here.
I've never seen that either.
Nope, never seen it.
Yeah. Now, despite the fact that he hasn't seen it, he does have them all on current in his playlist, all of his playlists. He loves the song.
I don't know. I was busy watching Dragon Slayer and Krull and Conan and cool stuff.
I watched those too.
Yeah. You treat it as if it was a horror.
E.T. and Never-Ending Story were like little kid movies to me. So
What?
I was never interested. I mean, I saw The Dark Crystal. Right?
Well,
so
that's a good one, but like Never-Ending Story is like that is not that's a good.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking dark.
It was one of those things where it was kind of like Tiger King. Everyone was talking about it. You got to see it. So I'm like, no, I don't want to watch it.
I refuse to watch that one.
Yeah, exactly. Because everyone said it. Oh, you got to do it. And I was like, no. Plus, the people that were telling me to watch it were just kind of. I was like,
yeah, it's always like the okay. There's some sus people. I'm not watching this stuff. It's great.
Like,
Speak for yourself, Amelia. I can. That's no hard way for me.
You got Conan. You got Krull. You got Dragon Slayer. The Excalibur 1980 King Arthur movie.
Yeah,
that's really good.
Yeah, I got that pre-ordered. The 4K release coming out next year.
Yeah, I mean, I had a chance to watch ET, but I decided to watch Chud instead.
So they're
Cannibalistic Humanoid Underground Dwellers.
Yes,
is,
exactly.
Definitely. I mean, it was an acronym, just like ET. What are you talking about? It's fine.
So as they're telling Mulder about this guy that wants to meet with Mulder, there's a gunshot.
And
This
everybody in the
this
apartment
old lady,
complex transports to that
yeah,
apartment and knows what's going on in the
exactly.
span that he takes to walk there.
She killed her husband. She couldn't take it anymore.
I was like, how do you know this? I called Miss Cleo.
she wanted, those commercials were going hard about this time.
I
in the
know.
90s.
Call me now for a free reading.
Yeah,
Call me now.
Coming out.
I lived in Goodwin at the time, and it was the first time I had access to like American TV with commercials in probably 6 or 7 years, and because I'd been like overseas and stuff before that, and so I was like, "What?" And it's also like Maury Povich or whatever was coming on,
yeah.
and I was
Montel
like,
Williams.
"Yeah," I was like, "What on earth is this?" This is when I knew that I was like, "We're headed for a fall."
Yeah.
We're watching this stuff.
You hadn't lived through the Jerry Springer years, the early
Yeah,
years, to
yeah.
realize where we were going.
Well, I knew who Phil Donahue was, and he had some stuff going on.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
nothing. No, you needed to be. You had to see Morton Downey Jr. and then you had to see the rise of Jerry Springer. And,
Right.
Yeah.
And that's back when what's his name was still funny on the radio.
Howard Stern.
Howard Stern, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So something I caught is the story for this series. David Duchovny contributed to this.
Yeah.
That was
Yes, he co-wrote it.
Didn't he do that for the last one that involved his family? With his sister?
I think so.
Yeah. He needs to stop doing that.
Yeah. Sorry, this guy's hairdo bothers me.
Which one right now?
The hacker dude.
Oh, see his jacket that Mulder has? I had a jacket like that had the like corduroy collar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You traded in your members only jacket for it?
I actually never had a real members only jacket. My dad got a bunch of fake ones in Korea.
Yeah.
Like, what do you want me to do with it? He's like, get it to the people, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, can't stop the signal, man.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the signal is in Navajo.
Right.
And yeah, this was the I think Amelia brought it up earlier, but he gets it up and he's like, what the hell is this? And I'm looking at it and I'm like, I know what they're going to represent this as, and that's wrong because the Navajo don't have written language. That's why they were used as code talkers.
Yeah, it would be like little animals or something.
No, they didn't write. It was purely verbal.
But
yeah,
they did make up, amongst themselves, make it up to make calls and stuff.
Well, they worked out because they didn't have words for things like artillery.
Right.
They would be like hard rain or something and work that out. Yeah, but this is like phonetically.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is because the words that they used, even if like the Japanese captured a native speaking Navajo person, but they weren't part of the code talkers, they couldn't understand it.
Yep.
Because they were. Yeah,
because they're doing it by reference. It's like the Star Trek Next Generation episode where he's speaking entirely in like references to history or other things.
Right. You're talking about Darmok
and Jalad.
Yeah, that's actually. I know it's not a really good episode, but it's my favorite episode.
That's a great episode.
Yeah. But you know what I mean? Like the premise is kind of like not really solid.
Yeah, it's more. This is a cool idea.
Yeah,
you go do the work on that because we didn't.
Right. Yeah.
This would have been funny if they just had a picture of a Navajo Indian. Oh, we got to go talk to the Navajo.
Because Mulder thinks it's gibberish,
which it is.
Yeah. Although now you would just take a picture of it with your phone and run it through AI.
Translate.
And AI would just make up some shit, and you would go in the wrong direction. And
this is a shopping list.
Yeah.
Well, because it does mention 2 modern words, merchandise, and I can't remember what the other one was.
I do have to say, Mulder does not do freak out very well.
It doesn't do acting well.
It's like, case of the bad acting today, I guess.
All right. The director's like, we're going to do a close-up on you freaking out. It's like, close-up of my hands or no, your face?
No, your face. Oh. And the worst part again, he wrote this. And I freak out. It was like, dude, know your own limitations. Okay, I'm not doing that. That's a bad idea.
This part too is like, you don't get it, but he's on LSD or something, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
He hasn't been sleeping for one.
Yeah.
Yeah, and again,
And
you already had the neighbor shoot the husband, so something's going on.
Yeah. Well, and they have been getting these like assignments that like throw them off, or just kind of like side quests that don't mean anything leading up to this. So you can almost understand his frustration with this.
Those glasses just went flying.
Yeah.
Yeah, he would have been immediately arrested.
Yeah.
More importantly, he would have immediately been pounded into the pavement because he was taking on a man who is clearly outside his weight class.
Yeah. Skinner should have been in the WWE.
Yeah.
Have him in the Royal Rumble versus the Cancer Man. Let's go. They just turn the ring lights off and then they make sounds like they're fighting.
So one of these dudes is the writer, right?
That is a man who looks like he recently had hair implants.
Yes.
Like bad ones.
Yeah.
Wait, is that Chris Carter is one of the people in this meeting. He did a cameo.
Yeah.
I think that must be him.
He's that old?
Because there's only three people, or three people at the table.
One of them's a woman, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's only yeah.
It could be Chris Carter. He's in disguise.
I don't know. Looks like Skinner's in for a promotion.
Yeah, if he's working, if he lives in Martha's Vineyard.
It's a Lincoln. Probably transforms, like in Men in Black.
Transforms into a Crown Victoria because it's the same damn car.
Yeah. Yeah, the aliens cursed him with having to smoke all the time.
Yep.
To stay alive. And Mulder's dad, they cursed him with having to drink all the time.
Yeah. I mean, it's a burden, but I'm willing to carry it.
Wait, is that a real thing?
No.
Oh.
I mean, it is if you want it to be.
Well, I don't know.
I cannon the hell out of this thing.
The way that a lot of the stories in the show go.
That's what I said. You could cannon the hell out of this. And I think the that's not an alien. That's their forbidden love child.
Yeah, I think all we know about the dad at this point is that he worked for the State Department or something. Is that right?
I can't remember what they mentioned in the Magically Your Sister's Back episode.
So he's pretty much warning him not to say anything, just deny everything. I did not have relations with that alien. I mean, that woman.
It depends on the definition of is.
What a wild time! I remember that Clinton's address being all over the block, but like there was a whole wall at Blockbuster dedicated to his address. Like, I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
Miss Lewinsky.
And it was like, I know I'm bullshitting you.
Yeah, I was just disappointed that the government hadn't come out and demonstrably confirmed that oral sex is not sexual relations when I was in high school, because I would have had some much better dates.
And Mulder, it's the drugs. But Mulder pulls a Scully. His gun is like halfway across the room from him.
He's a little jumpy.
It's the drugs. Just blame the drugs.
Sure.
Oh, she's using the Force again.
Yep.
Yeah. Calm.
No, this is
No,
Jurassic World.
this is the Jurassic World.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah,
She's
yeah,
just
yeah,
putting
yeah.
out the hand, and
That's where it came from.
yeah, she's affecting his reptilian brain.
Yeah, they were like, hey, remember that X-Files with Scully, holding her hand out? That's what I want you to do with these raptors, okay?
Yeah, I'm gonna go research that. And Chris Pratt comes in with a red wig, and
Yeah. Yes. It's like, I mean, Scully couldn't tell he was high or something.
I mean, it's hard to tell with that face.
Yeah,
Are you
It's
sedated
just-
or are you acting? I can't tell.
I can't tell. You're a little sweatier than normal, but that can't tell still.
Yeah,
You got to give me more with your
yeah,
acting. Come on.
yeah. Your eyebrows, do they move?
It's like, so he puts out for the, what does he call that? What is that guy's name?
I don't know, but
They-
he's told
they
him
don't-
like 5 times he's never going to respond to him again, and then he always responds.
So this lady was actually in another X-Files, the one with the werewolf.
Oh yeah, that's right. But wasn't she like evil in that one or whatever? Controlling
No,
and stuff? No.
No.
Or that was her brother. That was like the werewolf, right?
Yeah, and he got shot.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I recognize this Navajo. I didn't know they had computers or wrote it down.
This is where she mentions the code talkers from World War II.
Yeah.
I've actually met a couple of them. I mean, they're like all dead now. The
Yeah.
ones I met, but
Yeah.
I met them back in like 2014. They came to our base.
Ooh.
We got to talk to them and stuff. Pretty cool.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
What was the movie they did about the code talkers?
Yeah, it had
Wind Talkers? Is that
it had Nicolas Cage in it, I think, didn't it?
Yeah, yeah, it was like
Yeah.
Wind Talkers or something.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because he did 2 different movies, Wind Talkers, and then wasn't he in Thin Red Line or something like that?
No, that was Nick Nolte.
Oh, okay. Memory's fuzzy.
Mm-hmm.
They should have just had Nicolas Cage play one of the Wind Talkers.
He has enough problems with English.
Says Dad calls him up. Is like, I need to talk to you quickly. Hurry. But I always I would think Mulder would think his dad is acting strange because it sounded like they made it out like it was like they didn't have a very good relationship.
Yeah.
At least in the previous or the other episode with the dad.
Yeah. Well, that was also Mulder being emo kid.
And Scully almost gets killed here.
Yep.
She's
What a
like,
terrible government assassin.
yeah. Can't even tell. Oh wait, that's not Mulder.
He was hoping to kidnap her with a bullet.
If it was Mulder, it would have gotten him. But
Yeah.
she's shorter, so
Yeah.
Yep.
I was kind of getting lost vibes because they weren't really saying what he did or anything. It's just vague.
Yes, mystery box.
Yeah.
Don't worry, they'll totally pay it off.
Yeah. Cigarette Man is Scully's father. Oh,
What? No.
I don't think I've watched any of the newer stuff. Those 2 new seasons they had.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
haven't
I
watched
know.
it either.
Mm-mm.
So, I have to go to the bathroom. Old men and their bladders.
Yeah, yeah. Let's just wait for him to peel his face off and reveal that he's a gray.
Yeah. And who is in the bathroom? Always find him in the bathroom. Why do you always find him in the bathroom? Krychek. But I mean, don't y'all have that experience? You're in the bathroom.
Yeah, I mean,
and then
yeah,
Puma,
it is-
Krychek's there in the bathroom. Whoa.
Yeah, I was like, oh, now I know who used all the hand lotion. Okay.
So he's like,
Oh,
he's like been taking pills because he's sick or he was sick or something. I think.
He got secondhand cancer from Cancer Man.
He got all that alien probe radiation.
Yeah.
It's a pretty muted 9mm injury to the head.
Yeah.
Krychek just pushed the bullet through his head. He didn't shoot the gun. That was
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Merchandise.
Merchandising. Yeah, he didn't know X-Files was connected to Spaceballs. Merchandising.
Yeah. I'm looking for the Scully full body pillow if that's available.
Oh, yeah. Second.
Yes. That's right. Instant cancer.
Yeah. You get a cancer and you get a cancer.
It's like, where are you, Mulder? Where? He's like, I'll come back to the house. He's like, no, don't come back here. I almost got killed.
She's like, whoa, whoa, whoa! I almost got killed. What are you talking about? Did they check the bathroom?
Make sure you lock that door to the bathroom.
Yeah. We'll just use this bedpan. It'll be fine.
It's like Scully takes his clothes. Wow. Goodness.
It's like the second
Yep,
time
this
this
is
his underwear.
This is him modeling.
Yeah.
Calvin Klein.
Notice
I
my
thought he
hand.
was a hand model.
Well, notice his hand was there right on display. It was
Yeah.
It's still there.
It's so delicate.
I do remember A lot of women did like the X-Files back in the day.
Oh yeah.
Remember George was a hand model?
Yes. He won a contest.
Yeah, but did he have it in a glass case with an interior light inside it, keeping his hand young?
I model other people's hands.
Yeah, Scully's like, I'm just going to take the gun,
Yeah.
but take it out of the holster.
He'll never notice.
Never notice.
Yeah, the George hand modeling episode was hilarious when they're talking about the guy who used to be the hand model, and he fell in love with his hand and just started turning it so much it turned into a claw. George was like, it won't happen to me. I won a contest.
Wearing oven mitts everywhere.
Yeah.
Then he burns his hands. Ah! So I get what she's doing here. She's covering all the bases. So she's like, it wasn't his gun that did the killing. So. But he's like, you took my gun and my.
She was like, I lost mine again.
Scully, you're always misplacing your gun.
That's right.
I rode the city bus and I left it.
Yeah.
So he's like, you have my gun and the notes. And don't ask for my, what was it? My, trust. There.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Trust.
Yeah.
Her hands must be tiny, or that's a really thick 9mm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a huge 9mm.
Look, it's one of them special government bullets. You shoot it, it loads like a 9mm, but when it comes out, it's a 50 BMG round.
Ooh.
I want one.
Yeah.
Where can I get one?
It's a grower, not a shower.
Yeah, and Scully looks out and sees a work truck with replacing something. I don't know what this was. She says later.
Oh, it was the water softening company for the building. They had a filter in there that's supposed to. That was also a big thing in the 90s. Was everyone was trying to sell you a water softening system for your house or whatever. It might have just been like a Southern Arizona thing because the water was had so much calcium in it.
No, we had it in Kansas, and
it would leave rings in your toilet and it would clog your shower head.
Yep.
Yeah,
It'll
we
fill
had
up
that
all your plumbing lines as well.
Right.
But like our city actually offered a soft water service. And they install everything. They just come in and change out the
yeah.
soft
So
tanks every month.
that's what he was doing, was changing out that, but he was adding like this dialysis filter thing to it that he was able to put the LSD or whatever it was. It was making everybody in the building crazy.
Yeah.
And he wasn't even charging extra. That's nice of him.
Yeah, Krychek is not real good on tactics here. Never hug the wall.
Meanwhile, that's exactly what Mulder's doing.
What Mulder's doing. Like,
So what Krychek should have done is like pause for 15 seconds, and then Mulder would have been, guess it was the wind, and then, reset his aggro.
Yeah, this was a good episode, but there's just some things that are just funny. Like he's about to shoot Krychek, and Scully shoots him. It was a through and through. It's okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess it just went through my shoulder bone and all that.
I'm a doctor, so I hit non-vitals.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. In addition to being an MD and lecturing at the FBI Institute, I'm also an expert marksman. I just can't seem to keep track of my gun.
She can do it all.
Yep.
That would freak me out.
That's a disapproving look.
It's like, I was out. What happened?
Yeah.
What happened?
I did the thing on the train with the chicken again, didn't I? Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, where he's actually bandaged is not going to be. Oh, it just went right through. Didn't hit
Yeah.
anything of worth.
No. I love how too he acts like it hurts every now and then. Ow.
Yeah, what he remembers.
Well, yeah, I'm supposed to be hurt.
Yeah.
Ow.
Ooh, you go on without me.
It's like I found this, and they were putting LSD in your water. Huh. That's why the water tasted so good.
Yeah.
Yep. Also, he's going to have flashbacks for the rest of his life.
Yeah.
I mean, how will he notice?
Yep. Well, he can be like that 70s movie they always showed us in school about doing drugs, where the guy takes LSD and he's like, I can fly, and jumps out a window.
Oh, gosh.
Was his name Bobby?
Yeah, I think so, if I remember right.
Bobby,
And
can you fly?
Bobby.
Can you fly, Bobby?
Oh, it wasn't like that. This I can fly. He also had one where, I'm trying to remember, it was like he had a car and was driving it around, drunk driving and stuff. And yeah.
I mean, that
Like
guy
the
was getting all the
pot
drugs. Yeah, yeah, Reaper Madness.
Yeah. There was one in the early 90s where like they're all high doing a smoke box and they run over a kid near a fast food drive through.
I mean, the thing is, like, if you're high enough, if you run over someone, they deserve to be, because you're probably going 5 miles an hour and you believe you're doing 70, you know, and I better slow down. And it's like, dude, if you go any slower, you're going to put it in reverse.
Oh, he's so mopey.
But Amelia, Scully is the smartest person ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you lecture at the FBI and have your MD and also an expert marksman?
Yeah, she's the doctor. Are you?
Yeah. How many times have you been kidnapped?
Yeah, by aliens even.
Yeah.
I can't go with you. I missed a meeting with Skinner.
Oh man, when you know that they didn't film this, and you can really see
I
that.
know, it's literally like, okay, I'm going to take my Polaroid and then just vaguely cut out a matte line and just stick it there. There, I fixed
Right,
it.
exactly. Also, I always assumed that this part was filmed in somewhere else, because there's no buildings like that around there. This all looks like, you know, like Pennsylvania or something.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I'm telling you, that's probably like part of an old fort or something.
Yeah.
I know you've been shot, but I'm gonna
I
need
know.
you to drive.
Jump on this dirt bike and be bounced around
No.
while you get out to the site. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
It's like, I knew you were coming. I felt it in the earth. I felt it in the. Never mind.
Oh.
Here it is. He's like, oh, ow, ow.
Ooh, you go on, tell me.
I love this because you can.
Here's
see
a
the
shot.
driver.
You can see the
Oh, yeah.
places they
Yeah.
didn't paint.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. What were you gonna say, Travis? Sorry.
Oh, you can clearly see like the David Duchovny like stand-in, like holding the bike on both sides, injured arm. Cracks me up.
Yeah, the funny thing, like I knew like right away that it was like, oh, this is either matte painting or insert photo here at the beginning, because when he goes by like that ledge, he's literally like riding on the edge of the cliff, and it's just like, this is fine. It's like nobody
jump
would
back.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like he jumps back. It's like watching Mulder. There's a cliff there.
Yeah, Mulder is currently floating in the air right now.
Oh yeah, look up here in the corner. You can see.
Yep.
Missed it.
This is
It'll be
fine.
on the square TV forever. People
Yeah.
won't even know it's there.
We'll fix it in post.
Yeah. We'll fix it with pan and scan. We'll just go 4x3 and call it a day.
And the cigarette man calls. It's like, wow, that phone gets really good reception.
I know. I was like out there in the
Wow.
middle of, you can't even get phone reception out there now,
Yeah.
let alone back then. And then he's going to use it inside the train car.
Yeah.
I worked in a building where if you went around the corner of the main door into the hallway, you were like in a dead zone.
I had an apartment like that in California. If I was going to make a cell call, I had to go outside.
Yeah. And I think, well, the building I was in was a military building, and it was built like in the 60s, and it had all kinds of like metal framework and stuff in it, and brick, and it wasn't like the cheap crap they make now.
Yeah, I was like, this is just a giant Faraday cage I'm sitting in. And
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
No, it's like the gun that shoots 9mm but comes out 50.
Yeah.
You know, I want this phone and I want that gun. Get reception anywhere.
Yeah.
It's probably that pull-out antenna that gives all the signal.
Yeah, that's the
yeah.
the key.
We need that back.
That's what it
Exactly.
is.
You
Yeah.
do need that back.
Yeah.
It was also a thing where you would like, oh, I got to make a phone call. Unfold your phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like being a kid with walkie-talkies where you pull the antenna out.
Well, I remember as time went on, up to a certain point, up to the smartphone, phones were getting smaller and smaller and smaller, right?
Yep.
Before they had the screen and you could take text. So right around like 2000, 2001, smaller and smaller. That's why Zoolander had such a tiny phone, because he had the most modern, updated phone that was available, because it was, trying to make it miniaturized.
Yeah.
Then it went the other way. It's like, oh, I need a screen with this, and you got to make your phone bigger.
But far more fragile.
Yeah. I did have a razor where it like flipped.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did too.
You had to do that. Yeah.
I had the candy bar version called the Sliver.
You remember the iTunes? That was a Motorola phone.
Mhm.
It was they worked with Apple to make a phone. It did not sell worth a shit.
That was like the Zune music player.
Yeah.
Yeah. That only, they put all this money in it, only sold like 2 million.
Yeah.
Yeah, Scully's like, they were doing experiments on people. Mulder, Scully, these are not humans. Are you sure? Yes.
I'm the MD. What are you talking about?
So they were aliens, right?
Apparently, and also they were burned.
And they had the smallpox vaccine.
Oh, that was the other word. It was merchandise and vaccine.
Oh, yeah.
They all each have a smallpox vaccination scar on their arm.
My parents have that. I don't.
Yeah, that was a. Also, you get that scar if they give you the anthrax vaccine, because they give it you the same way. They prick your arm with like these little 3-prong needles.
Yeah.
They do a bunch of them in a circle,
Yep.
and then you get a scab that it gets real red, then it gets a scab, and when the scab falls off, you're not really, because people that have like eczema and stuff, if they get near that vaccine, it can like infect their eczema and it'll spread all over them. So you can't get that vaccine if you have like psoriasis or eczema. So
Wow.
they have to separate you, and then once the scab falls off, you're no longer like contagious anymore. But that's also how you know that it's taking its full effect or whatever.
Oh, that's wild. I got that one back in 2008 before we shipped off to Diego Garcia.
Yeah.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
cousin actually had a reaction to the anthrax vaccine, and he ended up in a coma for 3 weeks, and it did a bunch of damage to his lungs.
Ooh.
Yeah, but when I got it, well, they were going to give it to me. You could refuse it at that point.
Yeah, that was not an option. 'Cause
Yeah,
it was-
exactly. Yeah, it didn't used to be. It used to be
yeah,
that.
you are going into combat zone.
But
you will be
right.
convinced.
They only gave it to you if you were like really going to go somewhere.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when that happened, like we had all these people packed in rooms. We had to split them up because some people couldn't be near each other, and they went to another whole dorm. And it was a big production doing all of it. But I just know that the smallpox and the anthrax vaccine leaves you the same type of scar.
Yeah, the
So it's like,
MMR
where's Mulder?
does the same thing.
Yeah. Well, the reason that younger people don't have it is because they eradicated smallpox in 1978.
Yep.
So
yeah,
they
they've
searched
also stopped doing the MMR for people.
Yeah, because apparently the smallpox virus only lives in like labs and stuff now.
Yeah, Fort Detrick.
Right. Yep.
So Mulder's supposedly down in the boxcar. It's like, hey, there's nobody down there. He's not there.
So they were like, burn it. So they like, okay, why didn't do that a long time ago? Who knows? But
because they buried it in a rock quarry.
Yeah.
And then painted it red.
Yeah.
Who's going to look at the bottom of a red rock quarry? I mean,
it's better to have dead aliens and not need them than to need them and not have them.
Exactly.
Right. We never thought anyone would have noticed this giant red painted area in this white rock quarry.
With the bright white boxcar
right.
covered by some Folgers crystals.
Yeah. And this is where the it's supposed to be a refrigeration car, so they don't kind of paint it different, I guess. But yeah, and this is where so it's like a cliffhanger basically for the next season.
Dun dun dun.
So you had to wait like a couple months to be continued.
Just wait a month.
Yeah. Well, now Netflix will do is they'll split up something that's already done. They'll parse it out once a week, and then they'll have a season interval, so you have to subscribe for the next one.
And they'll only have 8 episodes.
Right. Yeah, so you only do 4 at a time, and you're just like, I mean, I get it.
The problem is each episode is like 2 hours, and then the finale is going to be 3 for Stranger Things.
Well, it depends. Some of them are 30 minutes or something. Or whatever show, like Disney Plus. But I mean, I get it, because when they first would come out, they would just drop the whole thing. You'd binge it in like 2 days and move on to the next thing, and they'd be like, "Wow, we just spent $300 million on that." And people just consumed it and moved on.
Yeah. Well, part of that is get control of your budgets.
Right. The other part is kind of what they wanted you to do, right? Consume, get the next thing, consume. But it takes them 2 years to produce something like that, and then you burn through it in 2 days or a week or whatever it is. So now they purposely drip it out over the week, and then they make you wait for the next part of it to come out the next month, so you have to do another subscription. You can't cancel.
Yeah, well, the hilarious thing is like with Stranger Things, it was like, all right, so the last season was 3 years ago.
Yeah,
and
I don't know why it took them so long.
Yeah, well, I've forgotten everything that happened other than this is people's and this is upside down. Okay, and Eddie died. Other than that, I couldn't name.
And there was a really popular '80s song that made a big comeback.
Yeah. Kate Bush is running up that hill. But then now it's 3 years later. Congrats, and it was like, dude, I forgot your show exists. I'm not going to watch it. And then when I saw the length, I was like, I'm damn sure not going to watch it.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to chop it up. So, the 6 hours that you watched, they're going to have you wait a couple of months. And I was like, and I'm going to forget that too. And then just never bother to
exactly. Well, I don't know how Amelia, I mean, I binge too, but I have to wait because like Landman, they're parceling that out once a week. you know the show's already in the can. It's not like these shows with X-Files. They only had like 2 or 3 in the can. They were always working on the next one. So
Yeah, they were working year round, and it was
yeah, they were working. Yeah, I mean, they'd have an off season or in between seasons where they take a little break or whatever. But during that time, the whole staff was still writing and all that kind of stuff. So, you know, they might only be, and if they got behind on schedule, they might only be 1 episode ahead.
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
most
but that also gave them the benefit of going, you know what, this is tanking, and so we're going to cancel you after
Right. Yeah,
after
exactly.
6 episodes, and it wasn't what we shot an entire year's worth of stuff and blew $300 million.
Right. And now now it's
And you could also do, you know, this isn't doing well with the audience because of this one thing. Okay, where let's, you know, you can do a writing pivot mid-season and
right.
have
Yes,
it make
you can
sense.
kill
You can
somebody
also
off mid-season.
yeah, you can also
and
up
course
the
correct.
budgets so
Yeah.
that, like, you know, the okay, we did this pilot and then we're doing this. Oh, look at this go, and okay, we can throw more money at it and increase the quality of it if needs be.
Right.
But
So they could-
unfortunately,
yeah.
the people that run streaming services didn't work in television and don't understand.
Yeah.
And they're
So
also
in the-
they're too divorced from the does show make money? Then we make more of show. You know, how do you? There's no direct way to track the performance of a show with revenue for streaming unless you're running ads.
Right.
right, exactly. Also, you know, I think a lot of these companies got a big injection of that DEI BlackRock money, and they were like, "Yeah, make this, make this, make this. Here you go. Here's more." And they were like, "Oh, so it doesn't even have to be good. We can just churn out whatever because there's the money keeps flowing in
Until it doesn't.
until it doesn't." Right, exactly. You know, and you know, their money laundering scheme or whatever they're doing that costs $700 million. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For 8 episodes of a crappy TV show like Willow or whatever.
Yeah. Well, and then you know, you have the they all thought, 2020 is now the new normal, and I was like, unless you're locking everybody down for forever, that's not going to happen. And
Right.
so they invested like, oh, look at our numbers. Our numbers will go up, and I was like, your numbers will not. They're going to go down when people can actually get outside their house again.
They also don't have syndication anymore, or not syndication, but like DVD, home DVD, where you can sell somebody that. I mean, I guess you can charge them to rent it, but most people will find a way around that now.
Yeah, they tried to go vertical in all of the markets, and they eliminated things that would have competed against it. And the problem is that they reinvented cable television poorly, and it doesn't have any of the actual revenue, the functional revenue side, like cable companies that had to pay to have certain channels on their cable systems. And you know, the idea of syndication, if you're making shows, the idea of just, okay, you can only see it in the special place that I allow you to do, that's dumb, right? You got the benefit of the premiere on the thing you owned, and then go to syndication. Anybody that wants to pay can have it.
Well, that was the other problem is the model might have worked if it was only Netflix, if they were the only show in town.
Right. It was everybody else going, I'm going to do that
now
too.
you got CBS and Peacock and Hulu and everybody, and so it just fragments everything. And if you got to sign up for 8 different streaming services if you want to see all your shows that you used to be able to just go on cable and watch.
Yeah, well, and you remember Disney had an agreement with Netflix that was the exclusive place that Disney would run their content.
I remember that. I remember watching all their stuff on there.
Yeah, and you had the Marvel stuff with the Daredevil and all that, right? Yeah. And then Iger goes, "Oh, streaming company number go up in stock price. I do streaming," and it's like, "I'm sorry, you're what? You don't have enough content." Oh, and then I'm going to buy Fox and consolidate further with my crappy streaming service that nobody wants, and it's
the only thing keeping them alive is their old catalog. Stuff. Yeah.
And their parks.
Warner Brothers is kind of wising up a little bit. They're starting to sell some of their or offer their IPs out to be shown on other stuff. Like what is it? The Looney Tunes stuff is starting to show up on Tubi.
Yeah, they have the good sense to make money up. Oh,
Yeah.
you're going to pay me to show stuff? Okay, I'll do it. I'll do it in the theater. It will first run on Max, and then after that, if somebody wants to pay me, they can have it. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I imagine they'll figure it out or they won't and go bankrupt. But in the meantime, we have to suffer through it. And then,
Yeah.
yeah. But you're right. In the old system, if a show was not good, it didn't live very long at all. And even if it was a show that could have been good or should have been good, but they just didn't give it a chance, then it got axed way too soon.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
was on
again, they were about
Mhm.
money, and it was,
Yeah.
hey, that's not performing, and I it's cool that there's a small but loyal fan base. Fan base need to be bigger, and we'll get on and get something else in that works.
Yeah.
Well, now I think that a lot of these shows hang around because it's a virtue signal, and they back themselves in the corner with it where they can't cancel it because then it looks bad on their part, and all the rees come out of the woods and are like, "Oh, you're a bigot because you
Well,
can't do whatever."
yeah,
Well, they
that
overcommit.
that's
Yeah.
also the mistake again, because you remove the signal, the stimulus to the response, kind of the in the old days it was, are people watching, and do advertisers want to advertise that demographic? Yes, no. And you were done. If you didn't get the audience, you were canceled. So there was
Yeah.
a clear, here's the signal, we can get it, there's not a lot of noise there. The way that the streaming is now, the streamers do everything they can to hide the numbers because they would be very embarrassing. But also that it's so indirect that you can't really have an idea of whether it performed well or not. All you get is loud people on Twitter going, "I like Thing. Oh, I like Thing too. Oh my God, there must be millions of us." And here you go. Whereas with broadcast TV, you had Nielsen, who was an independent third party, giving you the ratings and what the demos were and all that. And what you get now is streaming services that go, "Trust me, bro." No, I don't think I will.
Yeah, instead of measuring like views and how long somebody watched it, they based all of their success off of how many subscribers they gained over a quarter or a year, and they used that. And then you mentioned Twitter. That was an outsized influence in how a show was performing because it's easy
Yeah.
to go viral on Twitter if you've got the mechanism to push it out there. But yeah, it's a
Well,
hot mess.
and the problem is that you have, again, because everything needs to be indirect, because we need to maintain our bullshit corporate narratives internally and towards investors, most of all. You have things like Parrot Analytics, which goes, we were mentioned on social media, and that's a plus. And it was like, ask Jaguar if that was a plus. Just getting mentioned doesn't mean anything. It's the old idea of any publicity is good publicity. And I was like, yes, but that was said by P.T. Barnum. And if your brand is at the level of P.T. Barnum's sideshows and all that, then okay. But if you're trying to be, have some sort of premier brand, or I'm for the children or something like that, then you might want to care about what's being said about you.
Yeah.
All I know is that I did my part to try and get the Acolyte season 2.
I know.
Because that was 2024's
Me too.
best.
Me and an entire panel
Unintentionally hilarious series. Yeah,
hate
Roman was a
bashed
big
that
fan
thing.
of that, right?
But apparently it was
Yeah.
it was advertising for the next season. So,
It was a success.
yeah.
I can't even keep it straight anymore. Are they really making one or not?
No, not the Acolyte, but they are making season 2 of Ahsoka.
Oh, that was a less egregious show. If I had to say, like, I had to watch one, I'd rather watch Ahsoka.
No, it was far too boring.
No.
It was just cross arms and look at each other and
Yeah.
nothing happens. Acolyte was just mad. I mean, it was like, the War of the Worlds for Disney and Star Wars, where it was just what happened, and then all the witches just collapse and we all laughed uproariously.
Oh, that show.
You had the Basil, the beaver that ran around but smelled Wookiee underwear and then could track him down anywhere. That was very exciting.
Oh, that's right, Adam. Thanks for reminding me. The Baby Yoda movie.
Oh yeah,
Oh no.
It's going to be him playing with little knob off of the ship and then drinking bone broth half the movie.
Mm.
And throwing up cookies everywhere.
Yeah, because chicks think it's cute.
Yeah, just got to keep it a baby forever. A 50-year-old baby.
Right, exactly. That's my biggest problem with the character is there's no character growth at all. It can't talk. It doesn't grow. It's just a puppet. Its
And
force
then they
powers,
call it Grogu.
yeah, are just kind of eh. Like I want to see it levitate in the air, spin around in a circle, shooting lightning at its fingertips, like frying 100 guys.
Okay, well, obviously you didn't see Mandalorian season 3, where they decided to do that, and what the actual way they did it is they took doll and threw it in the air. It was hilariously bad. But also, I love everything that your description of Grogu, 50-year-old baby, can't talk and is puppeted or whatever. Congrats, you're describing the Star Wars audience now.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just the very first episode of The Mandalorian was actually kind of cool. Like I thought it was going to go somewhere, and
The idea of it was good. Unfortunately,
Right.
the execution that happened, and it was like,
Yeah.
oh, go away. But yeah,
Like-
look, bounty hunter doing bounty hunter things in a Star War. Okay, cool. Nope,
Yeah,
that's not
like
what we're
he
doing.
grabs that guy with his little grapple hook and pulls him in the door, and the door shuts on him and kills him.
Yeah, I was like, get him.
Yeah. And then he walks. They got those 2 stormtroopers by the door, and he, gives them like the old Steve McQueen, like fan the hammer, shoot him in the gut kind of gun thing, and that was kind of cool. But yeah, it just kind of fell apart after that.
Yeah, then it kept going, and they introduced things like, oh, look, here's the universal tracker disc, and I was like, well, what the hell do you need a bounty hunter for?
Yeah, just send some troopers out.
I locate. I just press a button and it lights up where in the galaxy that person is. I was like, well, what are we doing?
Yeah, exactly. You don't have to hunt him down or anything. It should have been hunt him down. There's clues. He talks. He's got to sweat a couple guys, maybe beat it out of him or something, and and move on.
Yeah, just go watch Wanted Dead or Alive, and then go do that, but in Star Wars.
Star Wars, exactly.
Yep. Easy peasy.
Yeah, they could have done so much with it, and you could turn it up or down as much as you needed for like the PG-13 thing or whatever. And
yeah, but
I thought
let's put overly sized chickens in a spaceship that's too small.
You're talking about the turkey dragons. The one where the mother flies off and they don't have enough jet fuel to catch it in their packs. But then later in the season, they go into orbit with them.
Yes.
Yeah. And then Sigmund.
I just love that. Pterodactyl took our kid. Okay, I flew as far as I could. All right, that's it. Were we walking back? Nah, we'll just camp. We'll talk about it. Meanwhile, your child should be already
with their helmets off.
Exactly. They should be eaten already.
Yeah.
And it was just so bad. And then they finally, they have the "This is the way" and that kind of stuff was kind of cool, I guess.
How many little kids got eaten before they ever did anything?
Yeah, that's kind of a you're hanging around, you're on Mandalore, you're doing your thing, and then Pterodactyl gets your kid, and I was like, man, I'm sorry about Bobby, but
they were kind of
good news is your wife is young, you can make another one.
I bet the writers' room had the same people that did the Harfoots or whatever they were.
Yeah,
They're like,
no one's left behind, but if you are, we'll eat you.
Yeah,
we'll remember him in our prayers.
Yeah,
it's just
I'm not dead yet.
Shut up.
Then it looked like they could recoup something with the whole Luke shows up to get baby Grogu. That was like a big thing. People were literally crying in the streets over it and stuff. And then
in the middle of Book of Boba Fett, he comes and gets him back.
Yeah, they're just like, I mean, we made him a little chainmail shirt. That was kind of cool. But he should have stayed and done like Force stuff. When they came back, Grogu should have been like, levitating rocks next to him or something.
Well, remember, he levitated the frog.
Oh, yeah, that's right. But,
and talking. Hey, Mando.
Should have been some kind of like development or whatever.
We can't do that because we have to sell the toy.
Well, have him talking like a little gibberish things, like R2-D2 kind of deal, where everybody understands except the audience, right?
Yeah.
And you can have them do little goo goo gaga stuff and sell even more. They totally dropped the ball on that. When it launched, they had no idea that they were like, well, we don't want to make any merchandise because we don't want to give it away. What do you mean you don't want to give it away? Who cares? You guys would have made $1 billion on the dolls by themselves, but it took them like a year to get the stuff to come out. People were bootlegging it, making their own crocheted ones and selling them, and they missed out on a huge amount of money.
Well, I think you were right when you said they had no idea, and then you just could have stopped, because that was true for all of it.
Anyway, this whole thing that we're going off here on track is just to say that shows were better in the old days, like these X-Files shows. They have some issues, but
and something we have to look forward to is a reboot of X-Files. Yay! We'll have Zendaya as Agent Mulder and
they're both
Glenn Powell as Scully. So.
Timothy Chalamet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's probably right.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Which one of them will be in a wheelchair? That's the question.
Which one won't be?
Yeah.
Well, anyway. Good talk. Good discussion on X-Files, and then good talk on not so good TV. But yeah. So we'll go around the horn and see what we got coming. Shieldwall.
All right. On Thursday, I'll be on Roman the Empire's channel, and we will be talking about our favorite Christmas toys that we got as kids, like over the Christmas holiday, what toys you got in the 70s and 80s, or beyond. But we did one like 2 years ago, and it was a lot of fun. So a lot of cool toys out there. I'm still doing that.
90s just gets thrown in there as an afterthought.
Well,
90s people.
Well, you got to look at, But I remember, I'm still looking for it. When I was a kid, I got an actual aircraft carrier that had foam planes that you could launch off the carrier deck, and they would glide.
I remember those. Yeah.
It had like a little trigger thing. It was pretty big. I don't know. It was probably like 4 feet long or something. It was giant.
Yeah, and it was like cardboard, right?
No, this thing was plastic. It was made out of plastic.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and although I was kind of little, so maybe it's not as big as I thought it was. You know what I mean? It looked bigger to me then.
Yeah.
But yeah, it came with like 2 Corsair Gullwing planes and another one, like a dive bomber, and you would lock it in place with like a rubber band, and then you pulled the little trigger thing it had.
Launched it. Yeah,
and it would launch off of there and go across the room. It's pretty cool. I'm still looking for pictures of it. Anyways, that's what I got going on Thursday on Roman the Empire's channel at 5 Pacific. So yeah, please stop by. I think it's going to be a good one. We'll have some guests on there. So it should be an exciting thing to talk about, and get to see old toys and stuff you maybe never heard of, like the hoop and the wheel with the little stick.
Yeah.
That Roman had.
I remember when they released that. That was very exciting.
Yeah.
The rock and sticks,
Yeah. Well, the old 18th century hoop, with
had the groove in it. You just ran with the.
You ran with it. Yep. And you upgraded to the penny farthing bicycle with the big giant tire.
Yep.
And a little seat.
That Roman did some sweet jumps on.
Yeah. Oh yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he used to BMX his penny farthing.
Yeah. I can't even imagine trying to.
Take those on the whoop-de-doos and see how that works.
It's got no
hard time back then.
It's got no suspension, no shocks, no nothing.
Nope.
Yeah, and the tires weren't inflated.
And you're only about 5 foot off the ground, so you're definitely gonna notice.
Yeah, your feet are 5 feet off the ground.
Yeah. If you're a real man, you did wheelies on your penny farthing.
Yeah. Travis, what do you have? You have anything?
I'm still just posting shorts. It's difficult to find time at the end of the day to live stream, but I am working on a video talking about the commentary around One Punch Man and how everybody has been about the quality. It's pretty bad, but I think some grace should be given, especially with the latest episode dropping the quality is definitely up to where the studio can do. So, but yeah, that's kind of what I've got going on. Subscribe and follow for my shorts. They're doing pretty good. I got a couple of 2,000 view shorts. So
Nice.
Nice.
seem not too
That's
bad.
good. So, just a quick update. I just broke rock. I asked it if you could jump a penny farthing bicycle off a ramp, and it can't think it's broken.
Yeah. It's like,
That does not compute.
yeah. I've scanned Twitter, and there's just not a lot of coverage of the penny farthing on that for some reason.
Goodwin, what do you have?
Let's see, tomorrow, Zax's versus. I'm not sure which year he's going to pick, but I think it's like 94 versus 95 and 99 versus 2000. So be one of those, and we'll see how that goes. And then Friday, I'll be on Movie Nights with Nia. I'm not sure which movie we're covering. I guess I'll find out.
Alrighty, nice. Yeah, to me, tomorrow I'll be on Sergeant Gratonia's channel, talking Jaws, and then I will be on Roman of the Empire's show for the toy stream. And here next week we'll be going over the Christmas movie It Happened on Fifth Avenue. So it's a good comedy.
When are you covering Eyes Wide Shut? We were informed on Masculine Mondays. It's also a Christmas movie.
No, I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen that one.
That movie and the word masculine doesn't have it.
No, they don't. No.
So, yep, that's all I got. So yeah, thanks to everybody in the chat, and thanks to the panel as we discussed X-Files. Hope everybody has a good week, and we will see y'all next time. Have a good one, everybody.
Yep. Later, everyone.
Later,
Adios.
All I can say, McKay, is you take a hell of a long time to say goodbye.
Well, so long. So long.
See you around, Burton.
Never can tell.
Good boy.
Happy trails, Hans.
Goodbye.
Good boy.
Goodbye, bro.
Goodbye, Arab.
Goodbye, Northman.